All right, good evening, everybody. Let me get my volume set right here. Let me switch scenes, and there we go. Welcome in all. Hey, Robert, how's it going? So we're gonna do a little bit of a arena grind. I'll get it out sooner or later. I don't know. It's late on a Saturday. I've been putting up Christmas ornaments all day, and it's been way too flipping hot in North Carolina for what is it, November 22nd. So anyway, we're going to do some arena grinding. I started it and I was like, you know what? We might as well stream it. We might as well talk to some folks, see how they did over Cyber Weekend. And, if, Miracle of Miracles happens and we get 50 likes on the stream, I'm going to take somebody to rank 4. I don't know who yet. I've got some gems I've got to open. I've got some things I've got to do. I've got stuff I've got to buy yet. I haven't done it. Did take advantage of the daily offers today, and what I ended up doing after that was I did buy this deal right here. So the main reason for that being is, and I apologize if you can hear my dogs barking, someone just came over to see my wife and they're going absolutely flipping bonkers. I do want to take advantage of this and get the 15K spent in the offers, taking it slow, taking it easy, just trying to get there eventually, because what I'd like to do here, come on, is take scroll with this one. Okay, that gets me super scroll there. And then when I hit the 15K, get the first appearance profile on Yandu. So, hey, Hoopster. So that's kind of my plan, is I'm going to spend just about 15K units. What that should mean is I'll go down to about, where am I at now? About 8. So I need to spend 6K more. So that'll take me down to 37,000 units. So we do need to grind some, for the upcoming banquet and things like that. I have a bunch of 3 to 4 gems that I need to use or even open up. I haven't opened them yet. When we come over here, I've got those 10 there that we can take care of. But down in here, not those. Those don't get touched yet. Somewhere, maybe they're here. Maybe the game took them away. I've got those Valiant Mystic Nexi, I don't know, however you want to say it. There we go. There's a 7-star ranked 4 Nexus, 4 of those, and then 1 regular that I've got to open. Here, we're not opening the Titans yet. We got a long, well, not too long, 10 days. 10 days from now, we get to open up all that stuff. We'll open up all of those at the same time. There's quite a few 7-star, and I don't think I've got any Awakening gems or anything like that. I do not. So there we are. That's kind of the recap. Just recap, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. We're going big screen so that you can see everything. There we are. You got the CCP code down there at the bottom. It may be a little small if you're on your phone, but you know what? You should be watching me on a big screen TV. Hey, Sefasi, been a while. Planning to spend about 8K units for 1 new R4 champ. Free to play, but I think it's, I'm kind of going to do the same thing on my mini. I'm waiting for them to respond on a ticket that I put in. The email address I've had attached to my mini account, I was created about 10 years ago, and I don't have any access to it. And I want to have access to my email before I spend on it. I don't mind spending a little, when I get the like the Platinum Pass and things like that, that's fine. But if I'm going to spend an Odin on it, I want to make sure that it's attached to my email address in case there's any issues. How many units should you save for Banquet? As many as you can. As many as you want to spend. Hey, Ice, what's going on? I don't know if I'll be on when you finish. It depends on when you finish work. I'm only going to be here max a couple hours. And it's just mostly going to be arena grinding and talking. So, I've got 2 rank 4s planned. Let me check my list. I think I've got 2 rank 4s that I've got pretty much solidified that I've already got the champs. Yeah. So here's the plan. I did out of the crystals that I got pull. He's in here somewhere. I did pull this guy. Okay? He's going up to rank 4. And he's going up to Sig 200. I just want the prestige. I don't really care that much about the champ. I want the prestige. The other thing that I was hemming and hawing on was whether I use a generic gem on this guy. But what I didn't realize I had, and I don't know why it won't let me use items here. Oh, at this time. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. What I didn't realize I had was that. That's not going into anybody but this guy right here. So when I get to the point where we take him to rank 4, he's going to be awakened as well. I haven't decided when that's going to be. That's kind of up to you guys. If you want to see me do it now, log into all your alt accounts and hit like. I'm begging for likes. It is that just that way. You know, sorry, it's going to happen every once in a while. We just have to beg for them. It's part of the YouTube curse. It's part of the why. You see, I've got 7 stars selected. These filters sometimes want to drive me batty. So I did get a couple rounds done. Typically what I do is 5 rounds of my rank 2s, and unfortunately, I am not running recoils. So it's a little slower, a little bit more of a pain in the butt to do arena, but I want the units. Never can have enough units. We are 4 weeks away roughly from Banquet. I plan on spending at least 30k units there. I may spend more. I do not want to have to spend any cash if I can help it. So it's all really just for units. Whatever I can do for Banquet for units, there'll be a little cash spend. But I spend all the cash I really want to spend already on Cyber Week, and I've got a little bit more I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get 1 Odin on the mini account, just so I can have enough to get some things that I want to get there and have some units left over for Banquet. Oopsie, I missed. But other than that, how did everybody else do? Did you get some good pulls? Did you get some new rank 4s? Let's discuss. Let me know what you got. I know Robert said he hasn't bought anything yet. Gosh, arena's so slow without recoils. Is he? No, he's not incinerated beam. See, I mean, that part of my problem with this game now, well, it's not too much of a problem. Is just there's too many champs. I can't keep track of who's got what immunities. Oops. Hey, CB, what's going on? I don't know if you caught it. I was discussing my plans for the mini. So, I'm waiting for Titan 7 Silver before I open. That's kind of what I'm doing on this account. Hey, you weren't supposed to hit me. Took Bastion R4 today and can do 7 more. I can do 3, 5. I think I've got 8 that I can do. Some of them are going to hold off. Some of them are earmarked for the rollover. Cassie is another champion I want to take up once the Titan hits. Mystical. Excited for Banquet this year. Yeah, my problem is I think I'm going to drop about an Odin, or I'm going to buy an Odin, I think, on the mini. I think. Then I'll buy some of the deals from the unit store. I want to have at least 10K units left for Banquet on that account. Be honest, I think, yeah, I don't, I'm thinking, there's a 3 to 4 there. My prestige on that account is very, very low. I am buying the daily deals in the unit store, picking up the 1 free thing and buying the 500 unit. And that's kind of all that Odin's going to go for, is buying those 500 unit little blocks there, which do contain, a crystal, which I got no one from. The 2 that I've opened so far, and some other stuff. So, and then I can do 1 build your own deal, or maybe 2. On this account, I've got a lot of rank ups I've got to do. There are quite a few 2 to 3 gems that I've got in overflow, some of which will expire before I want them to. I bought too many 2 to 3s, is kind of the bottom line. I thought they lasted 30 days. They don't. They last 15, which is always good to know. Don't ask me why I took Torch against this guy. You know what we're going to do? There you go. Hit me a few times. Pretty bad when the striker hits harder than the champ. Hey, Lawrence, what's going on? I'm hoping out of the all the stupid 7-star crystals I've got, I dupe this guy sooner, eventually. Are you not going to throw? Are you really? Thank you. Apparently I can't. Haha. I hate getting arena started without recoils on. It is so slow. Hey George, what's going on? I'm doing well. It was Christmas decorating day. Well, part 1. I'm going to tell everyone to get as close to 28K as possible. We aren't really prestige chasers. Yeah. And if you need to, no hard feelings. If you've got somebody that you can bring in that's got higher prestige, I don't have any. You know it. I've said it to you before. If you need to drop me for whatever reason, feel free. Golly. Hey, thank you, Kurd. Let's whoops. Let's not do that. Too late now. I just screwed up. I'll fix that here in a second. That's trying to do things when I shouldn't be trying to do things. Let's come this way. Let's go there. Let's get that back. Let's get hit by this sentinel. Let's drop that. Then we can do this. That's what we meant to do, but we were on the wrong screen. Spend about 25K units in Cyber, grinding from now till Banquet and spending a little. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's a definite on this main account. Hey Faust, what's going on? I didn't see you there. I got lost in the Kurd gift. Yeah, that's a 100% gonna happen on my main. I will end up with Kingpin one way or another. I don't know if it's possible to say that and have it come true, but that's kind of the plan. The other thing is if they go Scorpion, there's a couple the classes they haven't announced yet with Science. I'm hoping it's Scorpion. That's kind of my hope, my dream. Believe it or not, second may be Gladiator Hulk. Those would be the two that I'd like to see. Don't know if there's anybody else in the Science class that is not already a 7-star that I'd want to see, but those two, probably it. The other one I guess would be Wasp, although I don't really like Wasp. I could see it. So there, a Cosmic. Gosh, wouldn't it be great if it was Hulkling? Wouldn't it be great if it was CGR? I think so. I think it would be pretty darn spiffy if it was either one of them. Really can't think, my guess is it's probably going to end up being OG Thor. Nothing terribly exciting there, but that would, if I had to put money on it and stake my reputation, I would probably say OG Thor. I hope it's Scorpion. Scorpion and Kingpin. I don't care if I pull any of the other ones. Once I would pull those two, I would be done. I wouldn't need to spend any more. Yeah, I don't see Hulkling yet. I don't see CGR yet. Yeah, there's spot for them. Yeah, they both could be, but I just think for right now, I just think that's too high. That's too high of a price. But if it is, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue at all. If they make it that, we're going to take advantage of it. That's what these units right here are for. It may not get me much. This grind may only get me 300 units, but that's probably one more Banquet Crystal. That may be the Banquet Crystal that contains the rank up materials to take someone to rank 5. Cosmic Spidey profile picture and shop. Could that mean? That could be. Could very well be. That's another one I've heard a lot is Cosmic Spidey. And that he was a question, there was a question about him at Summoners Fest in the Who Wants to Be a Summonaire game. Maybe they were thinking about him. Who knows? Who knows? Well, Kabam knows at this point, but we'll find out another one. Hey, Zemo, what's going on? We'll find out another one Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday in the upcoming week, I'm not sure what my schedule will be like. Kind of like probably a lot of people. There's a little bit going on around my house around the holidays. Monday should be fine-ish. I've got to do a lot of shopping on Monday, but we should be around. Tuesday should be normal. Wednesday will probably be kind of a day stream-ish. Thursday, probably no stream, unless things go horribly wrong with my Thanksgiving meal and with my wife's family being here, and I need to escape. Friday will probably be a day stream, but that is typically the holiday decorating day part 2. So next week's probably a little flaky. just because of family and stuff like that. Like I know Thursday will be out because I have to get up early. I've got a big old bird that's defrosting right now in my refrigerator outside for the feast. All right, we are through. We are through kind of the rough part. Now let's get these rank 4s in here. There we go. So yeah, it'll be an interesting week. I hope everybody here has good plans for Thanksgiving. I hope you have somewhere to go. If not, I can welcome you to my house. There'll be enough food here, I'm sure. Make your way over. Awesome. Yeah, you can. If you can make it here, why not? I've got an extra bedroom or two. Well, actually, I have 3 extra bedrooms. I just happen to be in one of them that I've converted to my office, but it can be converted back to a bedroom very quickly. But we'll, got the turkey, we got the sweet potatoes, we've got all the fixins, all the good Thanksgiving stuff. Kurt, what have you done so far with the Cyber Weekend? And Lee, did you break down and buy all your stuff yet, or are you waiting for banquet? Hey, Oz. Hey, Mr. Elephant. I know it's O's, but I like saying Oz. It just my stream, my rules. I see OS and I say Oz. I don't know why. That should be OZ. It's going pretty well, I think. Just doing a little bit of that arena junk. The arena junk that you have to do. It's kind of what I consider my price of admission. Sure. I kind of miss it. For any of the OGs on the stream, for any of the old guys who've been around this game for a while, I used to love it when Dave would do, when Dave, Dorky Diggity Dave that is, would do arena, and he would get where he had the 3-class advantage, and he would give away like an energy refill or something like that. I wish you could still do stuff like that. That's kind of some of the stuff I'd love to be able to do. I'd love to have little giveaways. I really, really, really liked it when Kabam turned on drops for us. Granted, that's over on the Twitch side, but got a couple new R4s. Gene, Nick, Pam, Angela. That's right, you did say that you did a couple of them for the premiere on the Warbid. That's right, I remember now. I'm getting old. That was a long time ago. That was 6 hours ago. Something like that. Drops had a huge event. Yeah. I would love to do little things. I mean, it doesn't have to be much. And that's kind of been my conversation with him is give us a little something. An energy refill, a revive, something like that. On the YouTube side, just, a little something for people tuning in. Got 5 new R4s, currently at 24, still sitting at 15K. Very nice. You're right up there with me. I took 1 champion up to rank 4 so far, which put me at 25. I do have 8 more I can do, which sounds gross, but some of those are saved for the lovely Banquet. Yeah, there's just 8 laying around. You know, 5 of them are in crystals I haven't even opened yet, so I don't know what class. But I've got 1 3 to 4 gem left, those 5, and then 2 that I can do kind of the old-fashioned way. That's kind of my thought as well there, Elephant. You know, I'm gonna make sure that I have 1 for Kingpin. You know, just have to make absolutely certain I've got one set aside for Kingpin. You know, there is no doubt in my mind. I want to, day 1, when that comes out, have a rank 4 awakened Kingpin. Will it happen? No clue. But that's the dream right now. Is he going to be broken? Probably not, but he's just one of those fun champions. Kind of like this guy right here. I've got the core. I've got kind of the rank ups that you almost feel like you have to do for Battlegrounds, for War, for things like that. Now it's time for the fun ones. Hey, thank you for the follow on Twitch, Deathly. I'm assuming that's Deathly Hollows. A little bit of Harry Potter reference there. Anyone done 9.4 beta yet? I think they have some boring stuff and some interesting lanes. Seems like no. I was going to do that tonight, but arena grinding took over. I think I have 2 more R4s you can do. Pretty sure the rest of my spending will be unit. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not buying any more of the unit deals. Oh, I'm doing well. I hope you are there, Deathly. So many BG decks. Yeah, well, some of them are going to have. I mean, you look at. What did I see? Jay Will? No, it was Enzo said he had 41 or 42 when he ended his stream the other day. Absolutely craziness. I can't imagine that. Watching the first Harry Potter with your wife right now? Well, there you go. There's a new Harry Potter series coming out. On, is it HBO? Something like that. I'm kind of interested in it to see what it's like. I'm a little bit of a Harry Potter geek. I was going to spend my units on offers, but I feel like it would be smart. Yeah, you know, years past at least, and I think this year is going to kind of be the same. You know, the Cyber Weekend is more about the quote-unquote cash offers, where Banquet is, hey, you used your cash to buy the cash offers, now use the unit to buy unit offers. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it as well, but you know, hopefully it'll be fun. It'll, you know, to me, even when they change storylines and they do stuff, as long as it's fun. There's a whale that wants to join our line. Just told me he has 44 R4, so I assume, yeah, jeez Louise. Yeah, I'm not in. As much as I love this game, as much as I have the little brother syndrome, these guys make me jealous as hell. I do not want to spend that much money on it anymore. You know, this is right now. This is kind of the first time I've not maxed out Cyber Weekend. First time in 5 years, 6 years, something like that, that I've not maxed out my spending on Cyber Weekend. Yep, and I'm not, I want to stay near the top. I don't care if I'm at the top anymore. I'm going to get my deck to where there's 30 rank 4s, depending on the meta. And going to be happy with that. COVID changed so much to me with this game. Yeah, well, I can understand that too. You don't have to spend. To me, I enjoy my mini account just as much as I do. The main reason I do what I do on the main is so I can take a lot of war fights. To me, that's fun. I was in high tier war for many, many years and didn't really enjoy it. I got to the point where I went from mid tier, where I enjoyed war, to high tier, where I lost all the enjoyment of war, back to mid tier, well, tier 2, so it's still decent tier. But I enjoy it again. And right now my enjoyment is, can I take 10 fights in a war? Every war. Through 5, I have 47 fights. So I had 1 9-fight war, and this last one was just 8. I actually did take 9. One was just cleanup, though. So I didn't count it. Hey, thank you for the sub, Miguel. Mr. Romero, thank you. Let's see. We have several former Masters players online, so every single one of them says they much prefer play. Yeah. Don't have to worry if you die. Don't have to. Ooh, you lost your baby sister? Oh, man. I am so sorry to hear that, Deathly. That is horrible. I skipped a lot of the Valiant cash and unit offers. Some years I buy Valiant and Paragon offers. Nothing left on it. Yeah, I bought. Yeah, you can buy some champs. Yeah, the boss there's our whale, man, for sure. 33 rank 4s can do 3 more. I will be at 33, I think, when I'm done. 25 right now, 8 more. It's 33. So, yeah, well, welcome back in. If you have questions as you're going through things, any, champion questions, things like that, feel free to ask in here. I stream YouTube and Twitch, but if you look on the screen, you can see the chat from both. It's only a couple lines of it, but I do that so both sides can see the chat coming from the other. On some of the busier streams, that may not really work out real well. There'd be too much chat going through, but it's the little bit that I can do. But feel free to ask away. There are some very, very knowledgeable people in here. Not me, but there are some very, very knowledgeable people in here. Just learn how to do. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff in the game. Depending on if you stop during COVID, there's a lot that's changed. A lot that has improved. Some of it's still the same. Arena's still the same. Arena hasn't changed in 17 years, and the game's only been out for 10. So. Some of the champs that used to be bad, like Sinister, are now pretty darn good. Not everyone. Some of them did, that's for sure. Not as big as Heinz and maybe some others. This is the first time I didn't max out purchasing it. Yeah, I bought... The only thing I bought the Odins and I bought the $40 ones. What are those? The Star-Lords. I'm not touching the Black Panthers. I don't need the Titan shards. At this point, out of the Titan, I need an Awakening on Cassie. I want Lizard. And, of course I want the other ones. Frankencastle, Dracula. That was enough. Yeah, Lee's memory starting to, you're getting like me, Lee. Oh yeah, I can remember. That's right, I did that. There's a lot of good content creators out there. You can find their stuff. Look for the videos on YouTube. There's a ton of people out there that are very, very good at this game that put out great videos. And things like that. I'm telling you, man, it is terrible. It is absolutely terrible getting older. It beats the alternative. But how did I hate that all of a sudden this guy can dex the special one intercept from long shot here. Because what I used to do is just be able to dex a couple times, get back to 5 charges, and do the special one intercept. But I typically do, but because last week was raid week, which is something new in the Alliance Quest area, is raids. Since it was raid week and we're in Alliance War seasons, I just didn't feel like swapping back and forth, so I don't have recoils on right now. But I typically, what I end up doing is I'll run everything in the game with recoils on except for Alliance War, and then I'll turn them off and then turn them right back on. But I've kind of kept them off for this week. Been buying a few Valiant crystals, don't have any rarity of Dracula. It feels so weird. I don't have any rarity of Frank. I don't think I do. Don't think I have any of Frank. I don't have any of Dracula. I do have the 6-star Lizard because I won that at Summoner's Fest. Who else is in that crystal? I don't even remember who's in there. Can't even remember who the new ones are. And Gore there has turned into a disappointment. Oops. I've been doing that more and more lately after Nefaria's evade. It's counting my medium as a light. Don't know why. Anybody else having that issue? To me, there's a couple champions that I think everybody needs to rank up. Personal bias. Number 1 is Ironheart. You may not think so, but she can do a lot for you. Number 2, Jean Grey. Silver Samurai. Okay, I do want Silver Samurai. Not a big concern about Mr. Knight. I'll get him, but not a big care if I do. And Cassie Lang. Mixed feelings there. I ran war with Cassie quite a few times. The AI being the AI that it is now. I don't know how she's going to handle this AI that we've got nowadays. Ironheart is my favorite champion in the game. She's the only champion I've got ranked. No, her and Jean Grey are the 2 champions I have at rank 4 on both accounts. Ironheart has so much energy or physical damage. Yep. Can crit like a champ, like a fiend. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing with Cassie. You got to hold that heavy and hope they hit into you. But the way the AI is lately, ain't no guarantee that they're going to do anything. God, I hate this guy. Here's great, but I already have 7 Tech R4s. She's probably. Let's see. My Tech R4s on this count: Ironheart, Bastion, Maker, Future Ant-Man, soon to be Yondu. Whoops. I forgot about reverse controls. Speaking of Jean Grey. Yondu's looking pretty darn strong. They're both pretty darn good. Both Skrull and Yondu. I'm gonna do Yondu first. I just threw that because I wanted the reverse controls off. Hey, what do you know? They're back on. Hey, what's going on? So yeah, I think my next 2 rank 4s on this account, High Evolutionary and Paviter Probarker, those 2 most definitely going up. After that is where the questions start coming in. It's almost, yeah, the few times I've run the 6-star again, it's been terrible. You can't get any power stings on there, and she does no damage without that. Yeah, there's a lot of champs, just as you get champs, really for clearing that content, you want, I don't know why I threw that. She's going to regen it all. How did she get unblockable already? On that? Weird. Okay. What I would do for the act content, if you're looking at rank ups and things like that, look at the YouTube videos. There's a couple. Rich the Man, MCOC Encyclopedia, MCOC Noob, did kind of recapping all the paths and things like that. I think KT1 did kind of a review of the paths. You can watch my video on demand. I went through and did all the act content live. I really didn't do a recap video on those. You can get an idea of what champions people used a lot. Would give you an idea of who to rank up. Hey, Wolf Rose, what's going on? The Founders Nexus ones, I was hoping for Void and couldn't get them. Those Founders Nexus did me right on this account. I pulled an Awakened High Evolutionary. I pulled Sabretooth, which was new. Let's see, who else did I get? I awakened somebody else. Anybody remember who it was at this point? Oh, Crossbones, I think. Maybe. No, I don't remember now. I'll have to look at the crystal. See, I told you I'm getting old. It worked for me doing it that way. Capital M, capital P, capital y'all. Missed on Cap Brit and the Sabretooth. Those, yeah, I can't. I'm gonna have to go look now and see who the other one was. That was right after the stream crash from YouTube, and my brain kind of got fried. And whoops. Why am I throwing specials at her? They do nothing. They probably actually healed her up some. I don't know. Could have been. You know, I love Carolina, but she gets melted pretty easily by some champions. Not that she's really a defender, but she gets melted. There's a champ that has fallen off dramatically. Silk used to be one of those that was a must rank up, must have. Everybody had her at rank 3 very early on. She's not in a lot of people's hands anymore. Yeah, I've got my little Joe there at rank 3. All right, we're going to go to 25. We're going to take... I wish Wiccan... It's like when I was doing War, and I started looking at my path, and there was a Dark Phoenix that I ended up clearing with Wiccan. I was like, I wonder if Wiccan could do that fight. There's just no way. He is so weak when it comes to being able to take any type of hit. It just... With the... even with the shield, stacking 3 shield buffs up on him, it is just, he is so weak. The chip damage, the incinerates, all that just tear him to absolute pieces. And I don't know if there's any more satisfying heavy than a Mangog heavy. Once you get 10 charges, that thing just rips. Joe will be your first rank 5. Ironheart will be probably mine, unless I fall in love with somebody else along the line. Okay, AI, thank you. Stupid glancing. Can't believe they put a champ in there that just has that almost full time. Especially with this AI. But we'll finish her off right here. There's an underrated champion for you right there, is Guardian. Yeah, I think Britain may be one of my rank 4s as well. She kind of impressed me on attack for those few champions that used her at Summoner's Fest on attack. Hey, Bombsy, thank you for the tier 1 gift. Thank you. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Now that I'm not fighting, I can do that. The other champion that's fallen off a lot is in my deck right now as well. OG Hulk. OG Hulk used to be one of those that was in everybody's deck, max ranked. Now, meh. I actually used him in War the other day. That was a fun fight. That one was, thank goodness for a, believe it or not, Faust, I had a cooperative AI in a war fight. You know, she's a pain in the butt when the AI wants to be a pain in the butt. Fine, you know what? 6 Furies. Is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. So this new BG's meta pretty much open to who you use, and yes, it's going to be interesting. I found that I wasn't doing as much damage as I thought I was going to do in a couple friendlies I've done. Not saying I was doing bad, but I will say getting hit by a special, even in the block, will really, really hurt. This is another guy that's really impressed me at rank 4. I took Vox to rank 4 on my mini. That damage over time that he puts out, pretty darn good. Yeah, I need to look at the metas a little bit closer for maybe doing some rank ups for him. But to be honest, I didn't see anything in there that's going to prevent me from using the champs I like. The damage on the special itself does, but the cold snap damage does not. All right, let's take a little break here. Just because that's 25 rounds of arena without a break. Let's see if I can find that OG Hulk fight, because it was fun. It was one of those that I should have died. I'm going to say that much. So much stuff in chat recently because of all the rank ups. Good Lord. Way too many. I mean, this was just last war, right? It's like 10 million messages ago. Fortunately, I don't put that much in there. Yeah, fix it with the right cards. You know, drop that special 2. Things are gonna melt. That's the thing. You know, you can get, if you get the prowess on you and you get things lined up, you get that nice huge damage going. It'll be fun. I like metas that are fair. You know, they don't have to be overwhelming, overpowering, anything like that. Just fair. I probably should have searched for OG Hulk, because I think that was the text I put in. But I'm back so far now. Well, maybe I still need to. Okay. Let's just search for OG Hulk. There he is. Okay. This was a fun war fight. This is on the mini. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and now share it. Sorry for that delay while I looked for it, but it had to be done. Okay, so it's Nico Minoru. This is on path 6, node 33. So it's got Conflictor. Watch her power gain. Okay, nothing out of the usual. Pretty decent damage there that she hit me too. But watch. There's more. See, there's another kind of parried her, trying to keep some of the damage down. I'm trying to dex all those things in the wall. So 25%, and I've, hit her twice? Here's OG Hulk, kind of at his best. Let's go ahead and do a little damage. Okay, let's bait out, a heavy. She's at a special 3. If she throws it, I'm dead. bottom line. But here's the power of OG Hulk. Combo, striker, combo, special 1, done, combo, special 1, dead. What do I think of Nico? Yes, she is by far, she is very, very good. So that's kind of the fun stuff you get to do with OG Hulk. Pretty much, it's not stun all day. The stuns progressively get shorter, but things don't live that long. Typically with OG Hulk, you throw your special 2 first if you have 15 Furies up or are close, because that kind of ramps his damage up. If you don't get to 15 by the time you get there, throw a special 3. You automatically go into his frenzy mode. And then the special ones have those long stun times. So I like going almost to a special 3, throwing the special 2, and then looping special 1s. And if I was your officer, I'd be pissed that you almost lost that. But hype since, well, Kurt's my alliance leader. He would have just kicked me. He wouldn't have been pissed. I really didn't plan on the power gain being that flippin' high. I knew she was going to gain power. I knew her power gain was going to be kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to be that flippin' crazy. I thought about using either Titania or somebody like that. I just don't know who. I don't know anybody that's going to be really good for that fight. I used Hulk just in case she threw a special 2, but with the way that fight started, I was just hoping to hold on for dear life. I mean, I don't know. Just trying to wait out the special 1. She's already back to another special 1. I got hit 3 times, and she took 60% of my health, or 40% of my health. I was down to 60%. Dude, thank you. Now we have to wait even longer. Might as well throw that. I think we're just gonna go. If he throws a special 3, I may die, but I think we can finish him off without that. See, that's the cool thing, though. I guess Guardian, I don't know if you saw Kurt's question there, but he was wondering if you're in Masters level. That's kind of the fun of being in Tier 2, Tier 3 wars. Masters level is so stressed. I guarantee you, if I was in Masters level war, I would have died in that fight with her still above 85%. Hey, Ozman Show, what's going on? So, I don't miss the stress. The stress would have caused me to die there. I guarantee it. There's no doubt. I would have gotten those 2 hits in there where she crit on both of them for like 50k damage, and I would have been, I'm dead. And not recovered. Because kind of to me, when you play stressed, you don't play good. You know, my hands are tight. I'm not moving. I'm not thinking. I am more too worried about it. So just being able to, you know, if you die, you die, kind of gives it a good feel. The other thing is the nodes are slightly easier, not drastically easier. They are slightly easier. And it should be against the law. I like the miss, followed by the heavy before I could do anything. Miss again. It should be against the law for this chick to be in arenas. I'll tell you what's even worse, you know, is when you get a serpent in the first 5 rounds of arena. You might as well just quit out of the fight. There's no way you're getting him down because he's not going to throw a special until he gets to a special 3, which he's going to throw right away. He's not going to let you get any openings because he's not going to, you know, be aggressive at all. And he's just going to sit back and power gain and throw special 3s. That's probably not a good move. Yeah, what the heck? I don't care. The other question I had. Now, Bastion is supposed to be. Well, let's pull it up. I'm gonna take a look at something because Warfight that I had on the Mini today, I used Bastion against Captain Britain. And she was stacking neurotoxins on me, which were doing quite a bit of damage. And I didn't think that was something that should be happening. You know, I would love it if you would throw a special. You know, we're just going to do this. No, things in this game, their Guardian or Deathly do not make sense. Yeah, Bastion, I mean, he cooked her just fine. But I took a lot of extra damage from Neuros that I didn't think I should be taking. I had to put a couple heals into him because there was so much damage there. And she never hit me. So it was just all her damage. You know, let's try the dash in here. See, I can do it. And I can pay attention to the crush charge. I just choose not to most of the time. Node 40 is, hold on, opposite charge mixmaster, ticking time bomb, something like that, ticking something bomb, right? best there is going to be Mole Man. Keep his charges low. Keep him under 5 or 6 frenzy, whatever the threshold is. He's going to hit through the auto block, and MCOC's not going to be able to evade. Little known facts of Mole Man. Most people ignore that key to Mole Man's success. I want to look it up. I can't remember if it's 5 or 6. All right, let's see here. Whoops, I thought that was going to kill him. It will eventually. There we are. When above 5, so it's 5. So you keep him at 5 or less. No, well, Frenzy is not active and Mole Man is below 10 monster mass. There we are. It gets true accuracy. See, I knew it was something. I thought it was 6. Then I thought it was 5. But apparently it's 10. You know, I hit you before that heavy, you Wong. I don't care. I don't care. I know I'm not playing her right. I don't care. Hey, Rohit, what's going on? You try to... Yeah, Shang I don't think I would do. Yeah, if you don't have Mole Man, that makes it a little tougher. Mole Man would be able to handle that fight fairly easily. Mole Man, to me, is by far the best MCOC counter. Sometimes you end up with things that just aren't a real good matchup. See, you know, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why I am not getting any poppers. Hey, we got some poppers. You know, I only need to dash back once with Piggy. See? Told you. Now we'll get some poppers. Got to throw a special 2 to get the poppers. Hey, AJ, what's going on? Let's see. This year's banquet milestones mostly like... Yeah, I would think so. I would think they would include Tier 7 crap. Hey, I appreciate that, Deathly. You know, good luck. If you have questions, feel free to jump in here if you see me online. Be glad to help out where I can. More like my chat will help out where they can, because I'm an old guy and I forget 90% of what I did last week. Let's see the AI. Hey, there we go. Without recoils, this takes a little bit longer. I'd be done if I was running recoils. Recoil speeds up the arena grind probably by about 20 minutes. How many likes we at right now? 14? I'll take it. And I want to do a little tweak to a Black Widow here. Okay? It's not anything much. And I'll show you here what I'm talking about. Okay. You can see she gets her insight charge when she dexes. Start that off. And she likes those insight charges. All I want is for you to be able to start the insight process with a parry. If you put that to where she can get that on the initial parry, why did I not get the parry? Speaking of parries, if you do that on that initial parry, her ramp and her damage. God, I hate Solvark's animations. He is so terrible to deal with. So, I think that's the one little tweak I would make to her. I really like her. I like her animations. I typically don't like the double hit mediums. I'm kind of like Brian Grant was there. Not a big fan of those. But when she has her insight charges and you can get her ramped up and you can start hitting, she is one of the hardest hitters in the game. You just need to do a little bit of ramp up on your way to doing the damage. And all right, here's your intercept tip for Domino, for those that don't know it. Hold heavy. Well, back away. Have some room. She'll charge in, she'll do a medium, and you can counter right away with, I would say, 95% of the champs in the game. The cool thing there is you don't get crit fail damage for doing that, unless you have a champion that, like Ironheart, where you can possibly put on an incinerator or something like that. But just a nice little easy opening, because if you try to parry and the parry fails, you get the crit fail damage. That one is one I did spend some time practicing and making sure I knew how to do it. That has saved me many, many fights in Battlegrounds. Oh, she's a symbiote. She's got that null. Okay. She's got that null synergy. Hey, Mr. Mike Hill. Howdy, sir. This will be a slow fight. Speaking of Wiccan, I need a Wiccan right here. Okay. Throw it. I hate dexing his special 2 as a large or extra large champion. The spacing just is never right. Although I just did it right there. So who knows? Maybe I can do it. It's that one night of the week you get to watch late. Well, good night, everybody. I hope you all had a... Oh. Another one of the new rank 3s. I have never done a single fight with High Evolutionary. Never. Not as a 6-star, not as a 5-star, 4, 3, 2, 1. Never done a single fight with High Evolutionary. have no idea what to do with them. I'm just going to do 5-hit combos. It's Arena. It's Doom. I know you throw the special 2, you get that little reversal box, but that's only an issue if you're fighting me. And I love the Doom slap right there. Hey, he's got the fishy debuff. I love that graphic. Looks like I should be going fishing. Here's another champion that I've seen people use on attack and do some huge numbers with them. I mean, you got to ramp them up. And that's not the way to ramp them up. Wow, you threw that, huh? Typically, I can just let you hit in my block and keep you from throwing specials. Still not dead. Now you're dead. I love it when they can just hit in my block and they die. Oh, we're almost there. We get the other new rank 3 next round. Should we take him up to rank 4 tonight? This is another Dazzler's one of those champions too that I would love to have ranked up. Am I grinding units for Banquet? Yes, sir. The grind never stops. I never stop the grind. Even when I buy units like this week, I still do the grind. You never know. You never, ever, ever, ever know when you'll need them. And that was supposed to be a medium light. And thank you. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to throw that special one. Thank you for the stand your ground there. I've been doing the same, and I also learned today this is one time of year to buy units with radiance. Oh, I didn't think about that. I could buy some units with radiance on this account, on my mini. I probably will do that. And see, I hate that. Okay. That is the special I hate the most. You dex the first part. I don't care. I get hit by that second part every single time. I didn't dare because I dexed early. This is the fun thing. If this doesn't kill him, this is what I love doing with, that's going to kill him. I love pushing a champion back into that corner and doing the heavy and hitting him with the trap in the corner. That's just one of those little satisfying things you get. All right, let's get Perbeater in here. Someone said the Odin's at Christmas. No. Unless they change it for this year, they've not ever been that high. They've been 34.10, just like they are now. Now, if they give that many Odin at Christmas, I will have to buy some. And kind of go a little crazier than I want to. What I want them to do is get on schedule with my bonus at work. It would be a lot nicer for these events to come when I get my bonus. Oops, wasn't paying any attention. Typically, it's going to be 3,400 plus the yeah, I know I'm supposed to keep them in the webbing, but I wanted to keep them in the webbing in the back. Guess that's not going to happen. Fine, come get some webs on you. Not that it's okay, you know what? The heck with the webs, just die. Hold on one second. Really, phone, you're gonna drive me crazy here. There we go. Okay. I may have to go take care of something real quick. There's that enchantress lady again. It's in a foreign language though. Oh, well. You know, speaking of sniping people, I remember, and hold on. I gotta spell things out. Back when I ran 2 Loki, long time ago, during Alliance Wars and some of our tighter wars, people would call people in the other alliance on line chat, because if you didn't have your notifications turned off, the call on line chat would pop up. So they would be watching the war map, because the attack period was so much shorter back then. They'd watch the war map, and when they saw you attacking, they would call you online. Yeah, I'm not reading them. If I don't see a tag for me, even if there's tags, it's usually tag all. So I've been negligent in my duties. I don't. Okay, you big beefy. Hey, Gab. Yeah, Yondu got some stuff. Yeah, I mean it was very, very sneaky. We learned very quickly to make sure you're on Do Not Disturb and you had line chat notifications turned off. After this round, I got to go help take care of something real quick. Apparently, my TV is not working, and my wife wants to watch something. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Don't. You know you don't want to. There you go. You know, and what would have happened there? She did that light, 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 light combo. If I would have gone to attack, she would have thrown the medium. Why? There was no reason for you to throw that. Other than you are Enchantress. Oh yeah. If you have the Collar Tech Mastery, it will be bad. Trying to fight him, that is. All right, I'll be right back. And we're almost there. I think 2 more rounds. I don't think this next round gets it. If my calculations are correct, I will end about 20,000 points shy. Hey, look at that. If I had the opportunity, I would do a raffle and we would send out a prize. I got 3 class advantage fights. I really want to do that. I got to figure out a way to do that. Maybe I can do that through Streamlabs. Maybe we start doing some arena grinding streams, and if I get 3 class advantage fights, I'll send out something small from Streamlabs. You know, like a code for, I don't know if you can do like a $1 iTunes card, $2 iTunes card, something like that. I'm going to look into that. I think that's something I want to implement. Little giveaways when we get some things that happen. I really want to do that. That's going to be what we investigate next. Oh, I'm not going to get to a special 2. I love gentle special 2. I took that in a block so I could try and get there, but nope. Penny's a champ that it may go to rank 4 fairly soon. She is overlooked by many. Why'd you throw that? She is sneakily... Oops. I'll finish the second one tomorrow morning. Why? See, I think that's... I'm gonna look at a way that I can do that. Smallest they come in is 5. I've got a... Hey, that did get me there. So there we are. That's all I'm gonna do. Let's open up one of the 3 to 4s. And these 10. I probably won't get a 7-star. Would be nice if I did. Let's see if we do. We're going to pop 10 of these. Yeah, I'm going to come up with something. You know, Dave used to do it when you could do the in-game gifting. I miss that because, you know, people suck. Hey, we got a 6-star. Ooh! Oh! Ho! 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 Curd? What the hell, man? Whoa! Don't know who I'll put them on, but whoa! That's pretty good. You know, because of that, let's open a Titan neck. No. No. Not going to do that. I will open up. Sooner or later, I've got to open those 24 rebirth crystals. Speaking of units, I've got units kind of hiding there, I think. Got some units probably hiding in there as well. Somewhere I should have, there they are, 2 Valiant Mystic, say that 10 times fast. Valiant Mystic Nexus. Holy. Let's open these 2. I opened the Cosmic one on the Mini. I had 2 of Cosmic ones on the Mini and terrible. Well, at least we got a couple 6-stars here. I ended up with 5 stars all the way across the board. Hey, AB, what's going on, man? I don't think there's units in the Platinum Palooza cards, is there? Nah. Got a bunch of those to open up as well. All right, so there we go. We have 4 of the 7-star rank 4 Nexus crystals, and then we've got 1 just regular 3 to 4 crystal. We're going to open that one up. If it's Mystic or Science, we're not at the 50, we're at 21. We'll deal with it. If it's one of those 2, and see, I got the number right this time. I'm doing 2. If it's one of those 2, we're going to do a rank 4. And yes, I'm yawning. I'm old. I'm getting tired. Yeah, AB, Kurt called my last one. I popped 10 of the relic crystals, and before I popped them, he said there was going to be 2 7-stars, and I got 2 7-stars out of it. Well, guess who that goes to, my friends? Guess who that one is going to go to? Borg. No. Yep, that one's got Kingpin's name all over it. Yeah, Mystic is going to Paviter. Science is going to High Evolutionary. I want the prestige from the 2 of them. Hey, Quack Fu Master, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Man, I'm starting to get tired. All right, so we got arena number 1 done. Let's just kind of look through here so people can see what I've done. We haven't bought any of the Peter Parker's Alpha or Peter Parker's Class wallets. We haven't bought any of the Star-Lord's loot bags. We haven't bought any of the Black Panther's treasures, and we haven't bought any of the reliquary. So just the regular Odin and whatever the other one is, the middle one, for $29 a pop. Here, just making sure you get your Royal Horde every day. You get your Valiant Daily Bundle. If you're buying them, it's 500 units. Here, I've bought one of the 2 to 3 kits, and the crystal I just opened and the 10 Valiant were from this right there. Now, I'm just going to do the dailies until I open up probably that right there. And then we'll buy that, and that will allow me to come over here and have all the points to grab both Skrull and Yondu. Yondu will be the Awakening with the first appearance profile pick, and he will be going to rank 4. Yeah, Kingpin's gonna be Realm Event. I'm hoping it's possible for me to get him. I'm hoping it's a guarantee. I really am, Luke. I'm hoping he's a guarantee. I'm hoping it's maybe a choose your own adventure type thing. You know, you can pick him or Absman because they're the 2 that it'll be. I'm hoping. If not, I'm not going to be in the top 10. Hey, thank you for the follow, Maru Haven or Haven. Welcome, thank you. Gift me some. I wish I could. I wish I could gift people some things, but unfortunately, the folks at Kabam don't like us doing that. Yeah, I'm hoping he's a guarantee. I'm hoping there's a way that I can guarantee getting him. I'm ready to go with champion items. I've got one of those for him. I've got one of those for Lizard or for Scorpion or for whoever the science one is. Or both. If I get Nimrod, that'll probably go to Nimrod. We don't know who... Do we know who the mutant one is yet? We know Jane Foster. We know Valkyrie. I won't mind Valk. And we know... Who's the other one we know? Jane, Nimrod, and Valkyrie. I think it's just those 3 that we know. Kurd Bros, I couldn't buy Odin's. Donate so I can get one. Well, if he donates, it's going to me, and I'll be glad to buy an Odin with his money. I'll be glad to buy an Odin with anybody's money. Except for mine. I bought enough with mine. The other thing I've got to do... The other consideration we have here is kind of crazy right at this point in time. We've got 8 of those. We've got some Sig Stones, my friends. If I use all the gems, I've got 25 ranked right now. I've got the 5 gems that we got. So one of them I just opened. So I've got 4 gems yet I haven't spun out. I've got 1 generic and 2 that I can do normal. So if I do all of them, I'm at 33. So I've got that I've got to use. I'm going to hold on to as many of them as I can to see who some of the champions are they announce. The other thing I'm going to use is in here somewhere. Is that sucker. That goes to Praveter, Prabarker. I'll answer again. I've got 25 right now, and 8 I can do. So 33 total. And I don't know why YouTube putting ads in the middle. Welcome to YouTube. Oh, I'm okay there, Quack. I'm not real stacked. It's nice. I hoard a lot. So yeah, I've got some ranking and some sigging, and my prestige is going to go up. My goal would be 34 if I can hit there. I don't know if I've got 2,000 more prestige in there. I need to do some relic work. I need to get some relics ranked up. I hope it's M3. Founders War Champs, I can show you the... I don't know if it tells me the list here or not. I can show you who I have out of those to rank up. Praveter. That's it. Oh, Viv was the other one I got out of that crystal when I couldn't remember who the other one was. So I got High Evolutionary, Awakened High Evolutionary, got Viv Vision, and got Sabretooth. Yeah, I don't like either. I don't like Soul of Arc or Luma. They're just... No, I don't like either. They're just usually bans. So yeah, got a few things to do here and there. I wish I could probably use some of these to get a little bit of maybe some prestige out of it. Probably have some relic stones. Yeah, see, like I've got... Can't use that on any of the ones I've got. Maybe when I awaken Viv or something like that, we can put them in there. I still don't have Voodoo on this account. Hey, Biter GTI 120, thank you for the follow on Twitch. So yeah, we've got some stones, but they're lower end ones. It's the only reason I would buy, and I've got 35 of these as well. So I mean, I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to use at some point in time. 2 of those. I just don't know where what we're going to do. Let's see what happens if I rank those 2 other relics that we got tonight, or level them up. I mean, it's getting to the point where I'm running out of champions I can put them on. I've got 2, the 2 that I got yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Still just sitting there. Yep, you can use that gem to awaken Viv. I may awaken her depending on what we get for Banquet. It's a possibility I awaken her. Yeah, somebody win the lottery. It'd be great. Donate it. I'll be glad to help you find a spot you can use it. What was the movie with Richard Pryor? He got an inheritance, but he had to spend it all within like a week. It was Mr. Somebody's. What was the name of that movie? It's an old movie. Brewster's Millions. That's it. Thank you. That's it. That's what we need. We need to find somebody that has that issue. They've got to spend all the money and have nothing to show for it at the end. I can think of nothing better than to spend it on this video game because you'd have nothing to show for it at the end. All right. I think though, I think that never seen that, but you'll ever try. It wasn't one of his best, but it was a fun movie. It was fun. He was a minor league baseball pitcher, if I remember correctly, or wanted to be a minor league baseball pitcher or something. All right, let's see who else is streaming out there. We're gonna do a raid on the YouTube side. Ace is still going. Ace is a good old alliance mate. Let's see here. We'll do this. We'll do this. Yeah, I know. I could do an official raid from Twitch to somebody else in Twitch, but that's beyond me. Wow, it won't let me copy and paste in there. Nice. There's that. I need to get a chat that'll allow me to do both. And let's come over here and let's do this. Alrighty, folks. I hope everybody had a good Saturday. I hope your Cyber Weekend, your whatever, the Regal Ravagers sales are going well. I hope you're getting what you're looking for. I will be back on Monday. Have I seen any Which Way But Loose? Oh, yeah. Right Turn Collide. I've seen it many, many times. Anyway, I hope everything goes well with folks. I will be back on Monday. We take Sunday off. It is my day to rest and relax. Be back Monday. Don't know what time yet. Probably on Monday evening. Then probably Tuesday afternoon. Probably Wednesday afternoon. Nothing Thursday. Maybe something Friday. Probably not. So that's kind of next week's schedule. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening, a great rest of your weekend. And until I see you again, take care all. And while the credits roll, thank you for the gifted on the Twitch side from Bamboozy, and thank you for the gifted on the YouTube side from the one, the only, the Curd Bros. Night all.